Dune Awakening, the survival MMO game that is absolutely awesome. It looks incredible so far. I am very excited for this. I wasn't all too interested when I saw it was an MMO, but I have seen that you'll be able to play this solo. Now, if you don't know what Dune is, then have you been living under a rock? I don't know the franchise all too well. I know of it. I haven't seen the films, but I know they've got board games, books, a few movies now. I think there's 3 films. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure there's a series coming as well. There is tons and tons of lore around this game. There is now a survival MMO, which has been in the works for around about 4 years, I think. That's when it was first announced. And there was just little snippets of the game back then, but now we have a fully fledged released date trailer alongside a character creator and benchmark mode, which you can download and try now if you are on PC. Now, it's developed and published by Funcom, so I don't know what their background is. Couldn't really find too much online as to big MMOs that they've created beforehand, because, well, an MMO is one of the most failed categories of game development out there, especially when it comes to things like Kickstarters. But, well, seems like they've got a lot of funding. There's been a lot of testing going on over the last few months. So that's around about a year, I believe it is, which has been closed beta. So I don't think there's any footage out there of them yet. But this is going to be coming out now on the 20th of May. Let's have a look at their release trailer. But before we do that, subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video. If you are a fan of Dune and you like survival titles, that is what we mainly do here.
Few survive this world. But those who do awaken. The desert wants you dead, off-worlder. If the sands don't take you, the storms will swallow you whole. But you don't have to walk this path alone. In every danger, there is opportunity. The foundation of something greater. A power waiting to be harnessed. Desert power. Some claim to rule this planet. But Arrakis is yours to explore. To fight for. To conquer. But there are forces beyond even your control. Master Arrakis, and it will open your mind. This is your path to awakening.
Now that was the trailer. And that looks absolutely insane. There's base building in there. There's customizable vehicles. As I've already mentioned, we've got the character creator mode, which looks really detailed. I'll do a full video on that tomorrow, going over the benchmark mode and seeing what availability they have when it comes to character creation. It looks like it's going to be very creative and free. This game seems to remind me of sort of like an Ark/Icarus mix. If Icarus was an MMO and had a few extra elements in it, then it would be Dune Awakening. If you are liking the look of this game and you do prefer sort of solo or co-op survival games, I'd highly recommend checking out Icarus. But the amount of detail that we've seen in the trailer, sorry to go off on a tangent there, is insane. The base building, the combat, I'm not 100% set on the combat. I don't know how I feel about it, But it's something a little bit different. It looks weird, but it might work out really, really well and fit in with the game's style. I've not watched the films, so I don't know what the combat's like in the films. I don't really know too much about the franchise, but I'm going to watch the movies. I think I'm going to have a little bit of a look at them and see how we get on. Now, alongside the trailer that we've just looked at, they've also released pre-orders and pre-order rewards and their starting price. So as we can see here, their starting price is $49.99, and you get a reward of the Terrarium of Modib, or whatever it is, a desert mouse which you've got, and you can give him a unique home inside your home base. Now, if you do want to check out the character benchmark mode, I'd highly recommend doing that, because you also get a free blade. Exclusive frame blade once you've downloaded and played it. This is a unique knife skin, so I think this is probably just going to be something that's locked by only playing the character creator and benchmark. Now, they have said that they will be bringing the game to consoles, but we don't have a date for that yet. Unless anything's changed between the time of recording this video and it releasing, I'm not 100% sure anything will. There's been no indication of that, but I think this is going to be a sort of like beta on Steam, and then when things are done, they'll be pushing it out. It doesn't say that it's going to be a beta or a sort of early access title, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't think it's going to be early access. I think they'll just be waiting on certification. It is harder to get certified on consoles than it is on Steam, so that may be why, or they're just doing an exclusivity deal with Steam at first. But there's no news yet on a release date. Now, some main points of the game, like any survival game, are going to be surviving. We've got to learn the ways of the Fremen, or Fremen, however you say it, and seek the shadows to escape the scorching sun, craft still suits and extract water from your enemies to stay hydrated, building shelter to escape in lethal sandstorms, and being able to protect yourself from the lethal sandworm. So there's going to be a lot of the survival elements in there. I'm hoping there's a decent amount of food, sleep. We've got to do all of that good stuff as well. I don't think they're going to put much more focus into the actual well-being of character other than things like that. I don't think there's going to be the survival elements. It seems like a lot of the major focus is going on things like the combat and the base building and the customization of your gear and vehicles. Now, the customization seems to be a very big part, which I'm quite excited about. The base building, from what we've seen so far, looks really interesting. Looks like we're going to be able to make some pretty unique structures. I don't know whether we'll be able to go big, but to do all of that building, we're going to need to do a lot of exploration. We're going to be exploring the vast deserts, using the Dune tech to be able to explore the vastness of the open deserts and Arrakis. We're going to be using the ornithocopters, or I can never say it. I have a Lego one, but I just cannot say it. The Lego one was really fun to build until you're doing the blades, and then it was a bitch. But the ornithopters, just helicopters comes in, helicopter. And suspender belts, which are like the little sort of snowmobile things, or sandmobiles. Now, so far, Dune is really interesting me. How the solo player experience is going to be, I'm not too sure. It is primarily an MMO, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. I loved games like Ark. Conan wasn't really a big one of mine, but I do enjoy MMOs, but I also like to be able to do things at my own speed and not have that worry about, logging off and then coming back a few hours later and everything you've got has been ransacked and things like that. We'll have to wait and see how that procedure is going to go down online. But I absolutely love Rust. I think that was one of my favourite survival games. But being raided all the time just didn't do it for me. It did me in. Didn't want to play it after that. But what do you guys think of Dune? Let me know in the comments down below. We're going to wrap that one up there. Hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you are excited for the game and want to see more content, let me know in the comments down below. If there's anything specific you want to know, let me know as well. We're going to do a deeper dived video in a few weeks from now, so stick around for that one. I've been Wyatt, you've been awesome, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.